Sir, what's going on YouTube? This is Anakin 9.5 Beats. I'm doing a tutorial on reason, any reason actually. Any reason that you got, man, you can make it happen. I promise that. 100%. I've been doing this since 2010. I stopped in 2020. I got married and a lot of other things, good, great things happened. And I got bummed out, man, for doing it so many years. And I didn't really do it consistent as I should because life chose another path for me. But now it's 2024 and I'm having fun with it. I thought I didn't know a lot about Reason until I started watching other videos and tutorials about it. I'm on point since 2010. But this time I'm actually getting better as far as how I want to do it, not staying on the computer all day or laptop or in the studio all day working on one or two songs. You have to have the focus to actually really do this and know how to do it. When you want to do a good song and put a lot of work behind it, and when you just want to do a song and make it simplicity. Simplicity is the best way to make a beat. But yeah, I want to help y'all out. Whoever using Reason, I know everybody use Fruit Loops. Everybody, use Ableton. They use Pro Tools. There's a lot of things, a lot of programs that everybody use. But I love Reason. And let me say why I love Reason so much. I love Reason because the sound is way different and you have to do more work. But if you really know how to use it, you can take the proper steps. For me, it's all about the snares and the kicks and the bass or whatever you use. Those are very important to me when I make a beat. And someone showed me this about 15, 20 years ago of what's important. As far as the sounds, that's a whole nother game plan. But tap in with me, man. It's Anakin 9.5 Beats. I'm going to start doing tutorials and different ways you can use Reason. And like I said, you can use any Reason. Now, I don't recommend using Reason 4 because I really feel like that's outdated. I still got it, but I actually got rid of it. Reason 5 is the last product I got when it comes to Reason. And it's beautiful, man, because a lot of people use 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or where. I don't even know when the latest went out. I know the last time I checked, maybe 10, if that. But I really like 8, but I never got really started with it. Reason 5, I love it, man, because it's still from the old tradition. And the only thing they really added was the comb and maybe a few more sounds. And they redid the Rex loop, which I love. That old Rex loop on Reason 4 was crazy, man. You had to do a lot of work to make a doggone sample. But you really can make a sample on all of them from what I understand. The N19, the NSXT, and then or however you spell it. And then you got the Rex. So I'm going to break it down, man. I did a beat. I'm not going to do it like everybody else because this is my first time really doing this, because I'm really having fun with it. So I'm basically going to take you through the steps. I'm not finna sit here and play nothing and do all this crazy stuff. I'll leave that to y'all. You feel me? Yeah, I'll leave that to y'all, man. Y'all do all that, man. I'm just going to show you certain things as far as what to use and what you can use and how you can play with it and be effective. Now, I'm not going to tell you all of my secrets, okay? Every producer got a secret. So if you see something on here, you better just go to it and look and see what it is. But for the most part, I'm going to show you my breakdown. All I'm going to do is click on it and just show you the stuff. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and play no beats and do all that crazy stuff, man. Yeah, I'll leave that for y'all. Y'all got to know how to do that yourself. But shout out to Reason, man. No disrespect to, I do like Fruit Loops. I had Fruit Loops when it first came out, but I never used it. I used it a little bit. I had this guy named Sap. He used it, and I just thought the way it sounded. Now, the difference between I feel like Fruit Loops and Reason is Fruit Loops got a more packaged sound as far as custom beats, and it also really, really catchy when it comes to custom. And like, I feel like if you just want to be a beat maker, you know what I mean, go to Fruit Loops because it's really easy to do once you learn how to do it. And I think they really getting away from it. All they got, you can go on Fruit Loops and get a whole bunch of samples and do all that kind of stuff and switch it up to make it easier. And what I do like about beat makers, you got a lot of young kids. They got their laptop and they got they got their programs and it's easy to make. You can make my son, man. He making beats on the phone and recording. I'm like, Lord have mercy. This is what this comes to, but it's all good. But Fruit Loops, it's a winner, man, when it comes to just being a beat maker. Also, people use it for production work and stuff like that. That's cool. But as far as a beat maker, just making beat, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. All right, look, I can make a beat in 5 minutes. But at the end of the day, I think a good, reasonable beat is an hour. And that's just me making beat. That's easy to do. To take a sample from somebody else or already loop file, you know what I mean? That's not quality thinking. But like I say, if that's what you're doing to make money, man, go for it. Get all the packages that you want and sound like everybody else. You feel, man? If you want to sound like everybody else, buy the packages, spend 10, 15, still free Fruit Loops packages or whatever you got. But Reason, when it comes to that quality triple sound and you know what you're doing, I feel like Reason is the reason for the season. All right, now I'm about to get to it. Anakin 9.5 beat. Do that, and then I just kind of twisted it and did my little thing, okay? And it was just a little free beat as far as me making the beats. I don't sell beats, man. I do this shit for fun. If somebody just call me up and be like, "Hey, man, listen," or somebody famous or somebody that's got over 50,000 or better, yeah, I'll make you a solid beat. You know what I mean? But right now, I'm just doing it for fun. I did do placements a long time ago. I do have my certification when it comes to registry and everything. Make sure y'all get registered. But I got that too. I've had that for a long time. I know everybody chose BMI, but I got ASCAP. You know what I'm saying? ASCAP is where it's at. Still love ASCAP. So make sure if you producing or you making beats or, you know, you writing songs or recording or whatever, hey, make sure you get the cash. Not cash up. Make sure you do that. All right, so let's get right into it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Anakin 9.5 beats. I call this the open letter. I just made I know the song because I play songs by ear. So I just put it on my little keyboard, you know what I'm saying? And then I just push it. Let's get to it, baby. But check it out. So you got Reason right here, open letter, right? This is a mixer board. Every Reason has the mixer board. And I like it because you have the mixer board right here, right in front of you. And I also have a mixer board over there, so it's all intertwined and connected together. That's why I like Reason, okay? And you see I got a lot of stuff going on right there, and I'm not going to specify that. But then, you know, I always got my little tag right here, Anakin 9 Feats. This is the Dr. Rex. Rex, man. Dr. Rex is dope. You can do a lot of samples on here, but like I said, you can do samples on Rex. You can do samples on N18. You could do samples on the NNXT. You know what I mean? And then I got all my other plugins into it's nothing. But let's get to it. And this is my favorite, the Kong, the drum designer. It's mapped up just like what I got on my keyboard, the pad, everything works. It's just beautiful, man. I think this is the hardest thing out. I don't care what nobody else come out with. The Kong is where it's at. And you see I got my initial patch, Anakin Fire Kong. I got everything set up. And then, you know, the breakdown in that. And then I got another mixer board, right? My mixer board right here, this is all my snare drums, all the things that comes. I separate everything. I separate all of my instruments, not my instruments. I separate my instruments and I also separate my beats. I mean, my hi-hats, everything. And then you see that right there. And then I got the redrum. I always love using the redrum and the Kong when it comes to beats. I don't really put them together. I do it separate. And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm so crazy with it. I do it so many different ways as far as the redrum too. That's right here is for my hats. You know what I mean? When I'm going all that. So let's get to it. Let's go ahead and hurry up. Anakin 9.5 beats. Let's go to Windows. So you go to Windows, detach sequencer. I'm sorry, man. I'm talking crazy. And then, all right. So I always use this when I want to lay out my format, right? Got the left to right. Got the loop right here. And then as you can see, my breakdown. This is a little breakdown. It looks like a lot, but it's a little. My NNXT, one of my favorites. Like I said, you can sample on there. You can make bass on there. You can make beats on there. I like to do a little bit of everything, but for the NNXT one, I also just like to make the sound. And then I got the Thor. The Thor is really good for pads when you want to use pads on your own. I love using Thor for pads on my own. Really, in XT, love doing that. And then the Dr. Rex, that's my tag right there, and then the NN19. I don't use the NN19 much, but if you want to do guitar sounds, piano, strings, and you want to opt it out or do all different kind of things with that, that's a great thing to use, the NN19. And then I got a phaser right here because I like to fade. Sometimes I like to fade. Shout out to Mike Will on Reason. He used Reason too. I mean, I'm pretty sure he used other things too, but that phaser. And then I got the combinator. Now the combinator, you could build your own patches with the combinator. That's what I want to tell everybody. The combinator, you can actually take all the different modules and put them all into one. That's what I like. That's why it's called a combinator. You can create your own sound, your own patch. So maybe I might do that. Just create my own patch, and sell them. And then here goes my my breakdown. Like I said, everybody do theirs different. And then you got the redrum down here. I like to record my redrum because I can use a pattern with the redrum. A lot of people take it and displace it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I put the hi-hats right here. I put this right here. Nah, with that, I do that too, but I actually do that on Kong. I'll do something, make it. And you see clearly right here, I made all that. This is not something that I went and clicked over here and found the pad, and I found the instrument and then put it over here. Nah, all this is, I made this perfectly for myself. That's why the timing and everything is way more crispier when you use a pad instead of just using the keyboard. When you use your drum pad, it hit harder. Remember that. Redrum too. And then you see where I got my pattern. I got my patterns for the all right, let's go. First of all, we're going to click over here. Uh-oh. We're going to go down here, and then we're going to go right back to here. All right. The N19, as you can see. And I got my rack down here, N19, right? I'm going to go to N19. You see I got a reverb to it. I got a digital delay. I like the delay stuff. And then you see the rest of it. Phaser and all that. My chord pad, I told you. With the Thor, you got the chorus pad. You could do all kind of stuff. And it's always got a built-in kit. And the thing I like about this is you could just go to show program and you could just tweak anything you want right up in here, right here. You just got to listen to it and figure out what your sound is. You see how the Thor pad, the chorus pad, the Thor, you could actually run it or do whatever you want to make it go up or down or however you want to do it. And then the NXXT, you see that right there? The pizzicato or whatever you call it, man, that shit go hard. And then one of my secret combinators right here, you see that? Simply sampling. I got another pad in there. I love pads. And then, of course, the Kong. Now, let's talk about the Kong real quick. The Kong patch Anakin chord, I got everything broken down. Now, here's the cool thing. I'm going to show y'all real quick with Reason. All right? You could flip it over, hit tab, and see how I got all my instruments broken down? I got it wired to the mixer board, but I got all these plugins right here. That's why I love Reason, because it really bring the sound out. Like, you don't got to go to this and tweak that. I took all the audio outs and then separated all my beats. You know what I'm saying? From everything to everything. You see, I got everything twined all the way up to the, and it looks so confusing. So if you finally get Reason, you be like, oh man, I ain't doing all that. Then you know what I'm saying? The Reason ain't for you. But yeah, my drum pad. See that? I got everything broken down and I got it all separated into the mixer board. I got a lot of stuff going on right there to make that crisp sound. You feel me? I got everything broken up right there. And then right here, you see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 16. All right. So what I can do is, you see right here on Kong, you could fill all these up, even though you got all the wires on there. And then you go here, you feel me? And then it got output. So look, I got output for this one, output for that one. But right here, you know what I'm saying? Look at this, output 11. I got all three of them under one output, so all is gonna be the same. And then you just adjust right here how you want to do it: the pitch, the decay, the level, the tone. You can do everything right here, and you can do your patterns. But like I said, I make all mine from scratch. And then of course, one of my combinators, you can go down here. Look how this shit is broken down, bro. It's already broken down for me, so I don't gotta add this, add that, add this, add that. A lot of people take the maximizer and put it on everything, man. All you gotta do is find you a plugin that's got all the combinators, you know what I'm saying, everything together, and then you just bam. And then the NS scene, like, look, everything's right there. You can cut this on. You can add another sound to this, and twine it together like a combinator. Go right here and go to click, boom, browse samples, put it in there, bam, bam, bam. And then I already showed you the Thor. You know what I'm saying? And then the NXT, same thing. Now, everything on the N19 is right there. And you see I added all that right there, the phase. All right, and then we're going to flip it over, and then we're going to get out of here. So I'm going to hit tab, bam. That's my mixer board. Now, my mixer board up top right here, I got symbols, everything up top, and then I got my main keys right here. And I'll explain that later on another go. Now, let's open the rack. You're going to go to Windows, and then you're going to go to Attach. Sequence to Windows. All right. Let's go back. Bam. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here, go to solo. And this is where I played it. And we just going to hit it. All right. Now, what I did with this, I went on my keyboard, you know what I'm saying? And I just hit the click button. Bam. You know the clock? I call it the clock. I did that with my fingers, you feel me? Hit click, and then once you click on it, bam, you can highlight the whole thing, highlight one or however you want to do it, and then you go right here and then you go to quarantine notes. You can quartize the notes, just like that. Okay? And then I did another one up here, real quick. See what I'm saying? Change the keys myself with my own key, with my own. All right. And then we're gonna go right here. Then I went up a step with my fingers on the keyboard. Like I said, all you gotta do is when you do it on the keyboard, if you use the keyboard, and this is for people that make it from scratch, all you gotta do is make it, hit the click button down here, the clock, and then edit, quartize. And then right here, this is my, we're going to go off of this. We're going to go to solo. And then this is my Thor, my pad, right here. I didn't do much with this. I just added some stuff and just played on the keyboard. All right. And then we're going to go right here. The Rex. Get off of that. And this is my intro. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to go right here. Bam. This is my NN19 one. I put the chords together myself. Check it out. And that's with a phaser. Now, I did that with my own fingers on the keyboard, but look how I phased it out though. Look, check this out. This shit dope. You know what I mean? That's with a phaser. And then we're gonna go down here real quick. I'm almost finished, man. Excuse me. And then it's my combinator. Go back up. Bam. Then we're going to go down here. Check this out. That's my combinator. You know what I'm saying? Already put together. All right. And then we're going to go to Kong, man. My favorite. Now, I'm going to kick off of this. I'm going to go right here. Kong. All right, that's my lane 9. We're going to go back over here. It's all right here. You know what I'm saying? See? Yup. And then right here is my kick down here. This my snare. You know what I mean? My bass, where my bass at? Right up in here. That's all this right here is my bass. That's my bass right there. Alright. Now let's put it all together. Then I go down here to redrum. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This right here, I recorded it. Instead of just placing it, I recorded it. So the animation could be a whole lot better. You know what I mean? And then I got my redrum down here. You know what I mean? I did my patterns. And that's about it right here, man. So yeah, I have to do more tutorials, but I got this shit. I did all this myself. I didn't take no samples. I just did it everything myself. And you clearly see right here with all this. So with the Kong real quick, all you gotta do is go right here, browse, and pick your patch. And then, you know what I'm saying, that's drum 7. 1, boom, pick a patch. 2, pick a patch. You know what I'm saying? Pick a patch. Boom. Pick a patch. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. All that right there, and I got it all separated. You feel me? Not only that, you can go right here, see where the snare at, and you can actually go in here and change the filter, whatever you want. Now remember, with the mixer board, the best thing to do is, I don't care how many mixer boards you use, they got a little small mixer board. All you gotta do is take all of your sounds, you know what I'm saying, your hi-hats, your kicks, and just separate them, bro. That's all I can tell you. Just separate them. You know what I'm saying? Separate everything, even your sounds. Separate them. You see, I got everything separated. But we'll go into a more detail for that. All right, let's get it. Anakin 9.5 beat. This is my first one, so I don't give a damn if y'all, you know what I'm saying, don't like it or not. But you gonna come back. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And I'll play the beat real quick.
Anakin Latidos. Anakin Latidos.